Okay, so boys and girls, I know there's not a lot of people in here. I know a lot of people watch my YouTube's videos, not live with me. They may watch them later, but they don't watch them live. So we're gonna get right into it. If you read the description, then there seems to be an issue with Microsoft Flight Simulator after updates. And if you do simulators, period, then you should already know, mods and blah blah blah. All right, stuff gets reset, stuff gets to acting stupid. There has to be a version update, blah blah blah. Right. So any of you who have been following me in Microsoft Flight Simulator know that I don't have a whole lot of nice things to say about this simulator. But folks were kind enough to gift me controllers that were usable, and now I'm actually starting to get to use this simulator. Now, right off the bat, I've always had rudder issues, so we're just gonna get right to the main issue that I see, and I saw countless complaints in several different forums. Hey man, my rudder is not working at all, which I had that issue. The throttle acting stupid, I had that issue. But mainly after landing. Okay, so you want to taxi back. I mean, if you're in a simulator, I mean, there's a whole, if you're on these servers and you see all these people that just fly around just for the hell of it, they're not trying to, do a nice landing or do a nice takeoff or taxi at speeds that they're supposed to taxi at or anything. They really still treat it like a video game, and I don't care much for multiplayers. I'm actually kind of glad that I don't know how to talk to all the people that's in the sessions with me, but I see a lot of clown ass flying going on in there, and I don't know if they're having issues with their controllers or what, but they really look stupid. So my issue was this freaking landing, and all of a sudden the rudder, it would not sustain whichever way I was pushing on it. If I'm pushing left, the rudder should stay left. If I push right, the rudder should stay right. What was happening is after landing, the rudder would go right, but then it would slowly ease back to center. Okay, well, you can't steer. I don't know what was going on. So you know me, I'm kind of hard-headed. I don't just give up right away. You know what I mean? I might talk a lot of shit, but I don't just give up. So today I spent, I don't know, maybe 2 hours just scrolling through complaint after complaint and looking at some of the suggestions that just sounded so far-fetched. And I actually went on 3 different forums, all right? And I ran across a guy, and he's like, yo, you need to blah, 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 do this, do this. And, when guys really know what they're talking about, they just put it out there, you know what I'm saying? I read what he said to do. I said, you know what? Okay, maybe I'm looking in the wrong places. Turns out I totally was looking in the wrong places. This guy spelled it out. And I'm going to try to help some of you guys that are out there who are experiencing the same rudder issues. And this also should fix, your twitching throttles. I just did a test flight and I didn't have not one single issue. I haven't tested it on other planes yet, but I had this issue with this plane this morning, and it just was getting on my nerves, and I was determined to find the correct. So, number one, Apparently, when they do an update, your options, your settings in your options get reset. I don't know nothing about this because, like I said, I bought this flight simulator when it first came out, and it's just been sitting on my computer. I never used it. I'm still brand new. All right. So apparently, if it starts acting weird again after this next update that's coming, hopefully these little tips will help you out. All right. All right. So first thing you want to do is you want to go to your options. Okay. And you want to go to this corny ass shit. Now, I don't need assistance. I know how to fly planes in real life. So when somebody was saying go to the assistance thing, I thought it was like click on the little pilot thing. No, it's more complex than that. This inside your cab or inside your cockpit. You need to go here, okay? And you want to turn this right here to hard. Now I know that's gonna freak out a lot of y'all because you're like, well, I don't know if I'm good enough for that. You second guess yourself. What you don't know and what I didn't know was all these little subdivisions of them, right? So once you start customizing it, it changes from hard to custom or true to life. My bad, true to life, right? So, and you click this and now you have all these subdivisions. Okay, I'll let them run the auto mixture. That's no problem. Unlimited food, I don't want that. I want to fill my tanks or not fill my tanks. Aircraft lights, I want off. I'll turn them on as I need them. I don't know what the gyro drift does. My plane kind of drifts a lot anyway. You know what? I might just, that gyro drift, I might turn that off just to see what happens. But anyway, but the main one, you set these to how you want. Failures. If you're going to be doing carrier landings and all that stuff, this crash and all this stress and all this has to be turned off anyway, so I just disabled it. Screw it. All right? Because I do like doing carrier landings. But you want to go here to piloting. This is the important one. All right? Auto rudder off. Turn that shit off. All right? Assisted yoke, that's your choice. Assisted checklist, I like that on because sometimes some of these cockpits are so complex you don't know where to look. If you have this on, it will point to where you need to look at so that you can check it. So I like to leave that on just in case, especially when I'm in a plane I never flew before. Key ones, auto rudder off. Assisted landing off. You better know how to fly a plane. Or why you have a flight simulator if you need help? Unless you're just trying to learn. Okay, and then there is all assist, and it'll help you all the way. So you can go to that one, you can go to middle ground, or you can go to true to life. I want true to life, but I'm gonna customize it how I want, right? Anti-stall, turn that off. I like for my co-pilot to talk. I don't got time. I don't want to talk to the ATC, so I leave that on. Auto trim off. Assistant controller sensitivity off. I'm gonna tell you why I have that off in a minute, and so forth and so forth. But these ones right here, auto rudder, auto stall, assisted landing, assisted takeoff. Turn all those off. Okay. And then I'm going to go here to show you why I have controller sensitivity off. It's because the first complaint that I ever saw about Microsoft was the sensitivity, and the guy was like, yo, as soon as you get this thing, turn it way down. So that's why I have that off, because I have it set in my own. Change any. Oh, I did turn the gyro off. I wanted to check the gyro, right? See That stopped it from floating around so damn much. What was that? Aircraft settings. I just turned that off. And apply and save. Yeah. All right. So then now I'm going to go to options, and I'm going to go to my controller. Sensitivity. Turn these way down. Turn those way down. I got mine set at 80. All right. So, and you can leave the rest of it however it is. All right. And that's why I have the auto sensitivity off, as I got it set to this stick. All right. I'm gonna need to do more with that. All right. So the whole, when we land, and the rudder twitching around and the throttle twitching around. So let's just go see, shall we? We're gonna do a circle of Key West, and we're gonna come back around and land. Simple, right? Let's do it. And for the record, a lot of people were talking about the mods and the liveries and causing weird. They thought that what was causing it. Keep in mind, I'm just using a simple 152. Keep it simple. But this is a modified 152. All right. This is the one I have that has the realistic cockpit with the scratches and the worn knobs and all that kind of stuff. So the key to this test is to take off, circle around, come back in and land, and taxi back to this spot. Right? Which I could not do before. I could land it, but I could not taxi after landing. All right? Let me show you how this works for me. Ooh, I turned my sensitivity of my... Hold on, y'all. I turned that down way too much. So let's go to general options. Nope, it's not in there. Control. Turned it. It was this one here. Just a little bit, because the mouse view I used to spin the camera around was just like too jumpy, so I wanted to slow it down a little bit. All right, so apply that, go back, and zoom. Much better, much better. That's one. There we go. All right. So first thing I'm gonna do is get these suckers. And I already know. See how I have the kind of worn knobs and all this little cabin heat, anti-ice, la la la. And it's also a dark cockpit. So this is the, what is it? It's what do you call it? He calls it the realistic Cessna 152. So mixture full. Transponder on, and feel the brake, and we can pretty much fire it up. Oh no, cut on our batteries. Gyro's spinning up.
Key West ground Cessna Golf Bravo Romeo November Echo requesting pushback.
Cessna Golf Bravo Romeo November Echo pushback request accepted.
I always wonder why Microsoft would request a pushback, but the AI co-pilot won't call for the pushback until I start the motor. I'm always worried I'm gonna chop this dude's leg off. So what I do is I just kill it. Doesn't make no sense. Just to get it started, just to get the radios jumping. Wait for her to call for a stop.
Key West Ground Cessna Golf Bravo Romeo November Echo requesting the end of pushback.
Cessna Golf Bravo Romeo November Echo request to end pushback received.
And we'll fire her back up. Clear.
Key West Ground Cessna Golf Bravo Romeo November Echo ready to taxi departing straight out with Echo.
Cessna Golf Bravo Romeo November Echo taxi to and hold short of runway 27 via taxiway Alpha 9er Alpha Echo. Contact tower on 118.2 when ready.
Taxiing hold short
No
runway
issues with
27
the rudder.
using taxiway Alpha 9er Alpha Echo Cessna Romeo November Echo.
You're good to go. Even handles better, if you ask me. Even handles better. Flaps. Oh, somebody just crashed over there. Somebody just crashed over there. Like I said, she even handles much smoother now. I don't understand why they got trucks and shit all on the taxiway. Ass away from me. So, for anybody just tuning in, this is the test. We're gonna take off. We're gonna circle around the air base, and we're gonna come back in and land. And then we're gonna taxi back to where we
Key
took
West
off.
Tower Cessna Golf Bravo Romeo November Echo at runway 27 ready for departure, departing straight out.
Cessna Golf Bravo Romeo November Echo altimeter 29er.9er 21276 at 7. Departing straight out approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 27.
Thank you, ma'am.
Cleared for takeoff runway 27 Cessna Romeo November Echo.
Alrighty. Let's get up out of here. Airspeed is active, 40 knots, 60. Got active rudder, no issue. Fly out here to the edges of the island. And do a slow circle back around. 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, level out at 100,000. Still got flaps. Flaps are up. There we go. There we go. Now you're to the edge of the island. Down trim, little down trim, and here we go. And throttle back a little bit. And here we go. Attention to your nose as you're turning, folks. On a nice level turn. 20 degrees. Your nose is going to have a tendency to climb on you, so you want to keep an eye on your vertical speed. That nice and level. Nice and level. Now normally I would come into Key West at 2,000, but we're at 1,600 and some change. Good enough. Don't have to be perfect on this. The main thing is after I land, does the rudder work like it's supposed to? And I'm going to show you that it does. So if you have the same issues going on with your rudder after you land, hopefully this is going to help you out. See over that nose. So we're going to fly past the air base over here, and we're going to come back around. $1,700. And the island of Key West, ladies and gentlemen. What I don't like is every time you move the camera around, the nose will start climbing or diving on you. watch this climbing. What I tell you? Yeah. Pay close attention to your vertical speed. Well, you know, general aviation.
West Tower Envoy Tree 637, ready for IFR departure runway 27. Envoy Tree 637, altimeter 29.902, wind 276 at 7. Cleared for takeoff runway 27.
He's taking off from 27. Can't see the runway over there. At least in general aviation,
Cleared
guys.
for takeoff runway 27, Envoy Tree 637.
General aviation, or better known as prop planes, are my
Cessna
first
Romeo
love.
November Echo, leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
Key
Commercial,
West Tower Cessna Golf Bravo Romeo November Echo frequency change.
commercial planes are cool, but
Miami approach Cessna Golf Bravo Romeo November Echo is type Cessna 152 4 miles northwest of Boca Chica 1,900 feet. Request flight following.
I mean, you're not
Cessna
gonna.
Golf Bravo Romeo
Damn
November Echo
radio.
Miami approach. Squawk 501 tree.
You're not gonna fly a.
Squawk 501 Cessna Romeo November Echo.
Cessna Romeo November Echo radar contact 4 miles northwest of
Squawk
Boca
is on the
Chica,
wrong one
2,000
anyway.
feet. Altimeter 29.902.
No, there we go. Yeah, you're not
Roger
gonna.
Cessna Romeo November Echo.
You're not gonna hand fly a Airbus from Chicago to Miami. That's just not gonna happen. And those planes are mostly flown with autopilot the whole way. And except for takeoff and landing. And to me, that's just too easy. I don't know what it is about, you know, single prop planes or twin props. There's something about having the controls and fighting with the wind and little tiny gusts. It's a thrill to me. I don't know about anybody else. So we did manage to get to 2,000, didn't we? Oh well. I guess we'll just do a regular one. Alright, we're gonna make our turn. Down nose. I don't need no more altitude. In fact, you can come down a little. Our airspeed 90, 95. It took me some digging, but I'm just tickle pink. I'm thrilled that I finally flew a flight, this goddamn simulator, and shit worked like it was supposed to. Especially after landing. That was really getting on my nerves. You guys seen my FXX videos, you've seen my X-Plane videos. I like to do the whole little complete thing. When I land, I want to taxi back to a gate or to parking, one or the other. I still don't like flying Cessnas with no flight stick. I'd rather have a yoke. I think I kind of like that, whatever that was, the gyro drift. I think I kind of like that off. Seems to fly a lot smoother. Still got that realistic bounce, but I think it was a little bit much the other way. That's probably why it was like literally almost impossible to fly like in a rainstorm or whatever. We want to come on down, baby. We want to come on down. At 2100, we want to come on down. We're well clear of, that is an air base. I forget the name of it. Oh, Key West Naval. There, Naval Station. There it is right there. Duh. And in real life, it's a no-fly zone over it. You can't just fly over it. But you can scrape right by the edge of their no-fly zone to come into Key West. And that's in real life, okay? Come on, turn, bitch. Let's go. We need to be going down here. I think I did a little bit of a too far of a turn. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. We're good. We're good. I went out further than I wanted to, but that's cool because I'm a little bit over 2,000. So we're coming down here. That little dot over there, that's Key West. As long as you just scrape right past the water here, the no-fly zone is just a circle around the land. So if you're over the water, you're good. All right, yeah, 2,000, right on the money. Start turning. We're actually good where we are right now, according to FAA. All right, looking real good, looking real nice. Come on around, baby. Come on around. I just hope I can have as nice a landing as I just had. It was beautiful. It's funny, you don't catch the good ones when you're not filming and you're not streaming. That was a butter landing. I'll tell you that. You know, we got our little radar in X-plane. Acceptable, nice, butter, you know. All right, let's see. We got a on down a little bit, a little bit more down trim. They're not working. There we go. All right, a little bit of flap. Come back on in, or come back a little bit. $1,700. Looking good, looking good. Get over this. Right here. Yep, we should be about 1,500, about right here. We're at 16, we're good. Airspeed back a little bit. 20% on the flaps. Come on, those. Chill out. There we go. On down. Pretty nice lineup right there. Full flaps. A little down trim. Have to fight with it. There we go. Airspeed down to 70. That's what I want to see. Airspeed down to 70. 1200. Now,
Cessna Romeo November Echo contact Navy key approach on 124.025. Good day.
If you know me and you follow any of my videos,
124.025 for Cessna Romeo November Echo.
you should already know I'm not
Navy
gonna call
key
the
approach
tower.
Cessna Golf Bravo Romeo November Echo 1000.
I'm not asking for no goddamn permission to land.
Cessna Golf Bravo Romeo November Echo Navy key approach altimeter 29.9 to continue as planned.
I ain't gonna ask. I could, but if I take my hand off this stick, it's so sensitive. By the time I click all that to call the tower, the plane is gonna be out of control. So we are landing, whether they like it or not. More power, 60 knots. I don't like, even though they say 60 knots, I don't like 60 knots. Where are we at? We're at 600 feet. Yep. Real good. Looking good. Looking good. Rudder is still active. Knots, a little more speed. I don't know. I'll slow down when I get closer. Right about 60 though is nice. That's not nice. It's a long runway. I'm not even going to use half that runway. Now we can start slowing it down. Zip right over the trees, baby. Zip right over the trees. Boom. Do we have an active rudder? We have an active rudder, babe, ladies and gentlemen. We have an active rudder, ladies and gentlemen. It's not twitching, it's not doing any of that crap, is it? And there you have it. Please rewind this video. Don't come asking me, what'd you do? Watch it again. Watch it again. Like I said, I ain't even gonna use the hole. Not even gonna use the hole. And the rudder works just fine. And there you have it. Like I said, I don't ask for permission to take off. I don't ask for permission to land. There you have it, baby. And we're gonna taxi right back. Oh, there's somebody on the taxiway. Now I did notice that it's kind of touchy trying to turn right. You gotta kind of play with it, but it did work. This is another reason why I don't I have the damage and disabled, because these guys are flying it with me, and they would crash me if they would crash into me, and so that's another reason why I turned that off. So every one of those little tags you see, that's an actual person somewhere in this world who is flying on this server. I did have an issue trying to turn right a little bit, but you know, I couldn't get it to work at all. I couldn't even do this. So I'm happy. And I think we turned in here, didn't we? And it's turning just fine now. Over here and park in between these guys. I didn't hit him. I didn't hit him. I didn't hit him. I was close. There you have it. It's working. It's even working better than it did just a minute ago when I did the it's like, I'll be damned. He was right. Over here and park between these guys. And there you have it, guys. Rudder issue fixed. Now, keep in mind, they say you might have to go and reset all your settings when this next update comes. But at least you know what to do. At least you know what to do. Look at that. Rudder fixed. There you have it. Turn off auto rudder. Turn off, what was it? Something assist. Trim. You should know how to play with your own trim. Come on. You should know what to do. I'll show it to you again here. And let me get credit for my little mini flight there. And lights are off. Something's on. Beacon's on. Transponder off. Kill it. Alternators and batteries. Alright, so what was it again? You can go to your control options. Oh, my bad. I'll go back. Assistance options in here. Number one, turn this to true to life. And then you're going to go in these systems and turn on and off what you want to work with. But most importantly, in piloting, auto rudder off. Turn that off. Anti-stall protection. Turn that off. You ought to know how to not put it in a stall, stupid. And assisted landing and assisted takeoff. Turn those off. 1, 2, 3, 4. I turn auto trim because I do my own trim. I know how to do trim. If you do not know how to work the trim, you could possibly leave that on and not have an issue. The main 4, auto rudder, turn it off. Assisted landing, you should know how to land. You shouldn't be on this complicated of a simulator. Assisted takeoff, turn that off. And anti-stall, turn those off. Those 4. And you can set all the rest of these to whatever your tastes are. All right. Whatever your taste. I advise you, if you're going to be flying and you like me, I fly in the server with everybody, and you'll taxi into people and that'll kill you. So you got to turn this off. If you want to land on the carriers, you're going to do carrier landings, this must be turned off. So, oh yeah, turn that off too. Gyro drift. That seemed to run a whole lot smoother for me. you know. So those key ones just must be set to true to life, and as you turn on and off, this is going to just automatically change to custom. But the main four: auto rudder, turn it off; assisted landing, turn it off; assisted takeoff, turn it off; and anti-stall protection, turn it off. No problems. Y'all saw it with your own eyes. You saw it with your own eyes. It works. It worked. Now I'm a little bit more excited about flying this sim, because that was getting on my nerves, and the planes were doing some weird stuff. So I saw some other stuff in there I might play around with. But that issue with the rudder is fixed. You saw it, plain as day. So hope this video helps out somebody, and heard of somebody else having a problem, share it. Tell them to come check it out. Tell them that's what got mine working. Okay?